Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1998 Arizona Diamondbacks Revisionist History. Today's matchup is between the New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks at Bank One Ballpark. On the mound for the Mets today is Brian Bohanon, whose record is 1-3 with a 6.05 ERA. And pitching for the D-backs is Geraldo Guzman, whose record is 3-1 with a 4.60 ERA. Okay, we took 2 of 3 against the Giants here at home. Exactly what we needed to do. We are still 6 games out of the wild card spot with 2 teams in our own division to jump over. So we have a lot of work to do, and we let the Mets come to town. Freddie and his Mets are on deck today. We got a 3-game series. We're facing our 3rd left-hander in a row, which has been unusual for us. And I think it's safe to say that we really do struggle versus left-handed pitchers. We have too many lefties on our bench and not a lot of everyday righties. And it really shows when we go up against a left-hander that we are incapable of putting up the offense that we normally would if we were facing a righty. So we're going to face the number 5 starter for the Mets today, Brian Bohanon, and hopefully we can get a leg up and continue to win. I mean, we're 2 games above 500 for the month, and we're 5 games up on the year. I always, usually when a game is over, I'll just take a glance over here at the runs scored, runs allowed. Take a look at the run differential, which is +4. And what that essentially means is that our Pythagorean thinks we should just be 1 game above 500. So we're actually playing better than our run differential would project. So, I mean, we have some things we can be proud of at the moment, but we've really got to make sure we win as many of these home games as possible. We'll have a day off at the end of the series, and then we will head on the road to L.A. to face the one team that we must win against. They are the one team that will keep us out of the playoff race. So, okay, let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and/or subscribe to the channel. I'm sure everyone who's watching this video knows about our free giveaway. Be a subscriber. Let me know in the comments that you want in, and I will add you to the duck race. We've got 13 ducks, and it doesn't look like we're going to get any more. If we don't, then 13 ducks will be the most we've ever had, so I'm happy about that. I am a little bit concerned about Thomas D. He always watches our games, and I'm not. Hopefully, his health is well. And if you are listening, Thomas D, get in on the giveaway. And if you're under the weather, I wish you well. We have Geraldo Guzman getting the start today. Everybody in the bullpen is good to go except for Chris Hammond. So that means we only have 1 lefty in the bullpen. And actually, most of their lineup is right-handers. Only 1 true lefty, which is John OLERUD. We'll take a look at our lineup today. There it is. Now, Bobby Higginson is listed as tired. We're going to give him a day off. And although he has been hitting lefties of late, normally that's not his thing. And so I'm sure he'd be glad to be out of the lineup. So that means Dmitri will be in the lineup today in left, and Garry MADDOX will play in right. This is the 3rd outfield start in a row at a different position. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the New York Mets. Batting leadoff. At third base is Edgardo ALFONSO. Batting second. In right field is Melvin MORA. Batting third. At first base is John OLERUD. Batting cleanup and catching is Todd HUNDLEY. Batting fifth and left field is Mike KINKADE. Batting sixth at second base is Carlos BAERGA. Batting seventh in center field is Jay PAYTON. Batting eighth and playing shortstop is Luis LOPEZ. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Brian Bohanon. Let me double check that Melvin MORA. Okay, he is a third baseman capable of playing in right field. That's why he's getting the start today. I thought that seemed weird. Let's take a look at Geraldo Guzman. Got off to a hot start out of the gate. He's been roughed up a little bit lately. He's making his 5th start of the year, 3-1 with a 4.60 ERA. 26 strikeouts and 31 in the third innings pitched. And he's been giving up a ton of hits. Opponents are batting .323 against him. Fastball topping out at 96 miles an hour. That's elite level. Ground ball percentage is 46%. The fastball is his only good pitch. Rated at 94, overall rated an 83. The 25-year-old righty is arbitration eligible after the 2001 season. Look at his log. I mean, of his prior 4 starts, he is 1-0 technically. And he did get a no decision against the Cardinals, although they clobbered him. Giving up 5 runs on 10 hits and a couple of walks in just 6 innings. I say just 6 innings, but that is his season high in a start. Let's take a look at our defense. As long as we keep playing lefties, we're going to have this shitty defense here. Dmitri Young in left. You got Bell and Olmedo. SAENZ, his 3rd start. SAENZ has made 2 errors. Bell does manage to get the job done despite being below league average. And once again, we have Rodriguez. Behind the plate, I think we'll give Miller the start tomorrow in a regularly scheduled day off for Pudge. 15-game hitting streak, though. It's kind of hard to give him days off. Here we go. Edgardo Alfonso leading it off with a pop-up to third. Williams making the grab. 1 out. Melvin MORA batting .391 with a dong. Liner to center. Rob Ryan goes and gets it. 2 down. John OLERUD, the only lefty in the lineup, will pull it for a base hit. Runner on first for the switch-hitting catcher, looking for his 10th home run. I'm trying to place who is not in the lineup today for the Mets as HUNDLEY strikes out. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at our lineup for today. Batting leadoff at shortstop is Jay Bell. Batting second and catching is Pudge Rodriguez. Batting third in left field is Dmitri Young. Batting cleanup at third base is Matt Williams. Batting fifth at first base is Olmedo SAENZ. Batting sixth in center field is Rob Ryan. Batting seventh at second base is Junior Spivey. And batting eighth in right field today is Garry MADDOX Jr. with the number 9 spot filled by Guzman. Okay, we got Brian Bohanon making his 9th start today. 1-3 with a 6.05 ERA. 30 strikeouts in 41 2/3 innings, and opponents are batting .296 against him. I did forget that he did have a season with the Tigers back in '95. This is the dead era for them. I wonder, did we get him? I think we got him in the deal. No, that couldn't be right. Because Juan Gonzalez was later. It was actually, I think, in 98 or 99. Okay, so never mind. Not much of a fastball. Ground ball percentage is 43.6%. Changeup is his only good pitch, rated an 83. Overall rated a 76. The 30-year-old left-hander is a free agent at the end of next year. His endurance is not very high. So I think if we can get to him early, we might be able to chase him from the ballgame. And in fact, his previous start, he only went 4 innings, giving up 7 hits, 83 pitches. So maybe that's the range that we have to try to get to get him out of the ballgame. Here's the defense for the Mets. Left field, below league average with Mike KINKADE. I don't even know who that is. Infield, pretty solid, though. Behind home plate is HUNDLEY, and he's notoriously bad behind home plate with a 70 arm. He had the yips. You may remember, couldn't even throw the ball back to the pitcher. And they ended up putting him in right field, and that was not much better. I'm laughing, but I mean, I know what that feels like to have that brain cramp. All right. Here we go. Jay Bell leading it off against Brian Bohanon. Bell just killing it versus lefties. Fly ball into right center field. Not going to get it done to start. There's one out. Pudge Rodriguez still batting .331 overall. 15-game hitting streak, and he strikes out for out number 2. Of course, the number 5 pitcher in the lineup in the rotation with an ERA over 6 is going to come out and pitch lights out. And a line drive for Young. Top of the second. Here's Mike Kinkade. I don't really know this guy. He's a rookie this year. And he was on the team in real life because that's a 98 Flair Tradition card, right? So that's actually, he was on the Mets. Maybe Freddie remembers him. I don't remember. A walk. 81 speed, maybe going. Here's the switch hitter, Carlos BAERGA. Maybe an unforgotten player from this era, but he was pretty damn good for the Indians and the Mets. Grounding out to second, getting the force at second. So BAERGA's on first. He's got 81 speed. And Jay Payton's up. Now, didn't Jay Payton absolutely clobber us? Yeah, it doesn't go back that far. I'd have to look it up. And that's not worth it. He's a rookie this year as well, but I think first time we faced the Mets, I think he really did a number on us. And BAERGA does steal second base with a pitcher that throws 90 miles an hour and a catcher like Pudge. That's his 7th stolen base, 7 for 11. So they're going to score a run, and there's nothing we can do to prevent that from happening. That's the only reason that actually happened. 1-2 count, and it's 2-0. A home run with 2 strikes makes total sense. Good job, baseball mogul. Very realistic. And then Luis Lopez grounds out. And the pitcher probably gets a double or triple or something. Yeah, ground ball to strike. All right, 2-0 Mets. Brian Bohanon pitching like Greg Maddux. BAERGA hitting home runs when he shouldn't. So realistic. Matt Williams grounding out. Here's Olmedo signs. Yeah. We've lost it. There's nothing we can do to prevent it now. Rob Ryan, a lefty, getting a hit versus a lefty for a triple. That does not matter. It is his 3rd triple, though. And Spivey, who was the player of the game yesterday, lines it to right. Top of the 3rd. Alfonso with a comebacker. MORA flips it out to right. And John OLERUD. Great. Good bounce back inning. Too little, too late. Yeah, I mean, Bohanon is pitching lights out. We have 1 hit through the lineup, and that was a triple. With 2 outs, of course. Leadoff hit by HUNDLEY. So we won't even be able to steal today. They won't even let us get on base. We can't even take advantage of the fact that they have a terrible catcher because it's already been pre-written. Oh, I got to tell you guys something. This is important. Somewhere down below on the screen there, it should say Ask. You can click on Ask, and it will, on the right side of the screen, give you a complete summary of this video. The first time I've seen it is yesterday. And I'm like, what the hell is that? So I clicked on it as I'm rewatching the game being played, right? It summarized the whole video, and it was 100% perfect. Like, everything it said was a major contributing concept or idea from me in the video. I was blown away. I am always on the fence about AI, especially when it comes to creativity. I don't want my movies to be made by AI or my books to be written by AI, but there is something kind of miraculous about the way it analyzes and spits out the data. I just find that fascinating. And I will, after every game, I will go and read the ask just to see what the hell. It actually even commented about how much I was cursing and how I said I was going to stop. And it's like it's like it almost knows me, you know. By the way, this game is bullshit. I mean, this game is real bullshit right now. 1 hit through 4 innings versus the number 5 starter with a 6+ ERA. We never had a chance to win today. And it's a bummer for Guzman, who, you know, if you take away the last start, has been pretty decent. But he's got no chance to win today. And we can't even get Bohanon to a deep pitch count, you know? So he's going to like pitch a complete game with a 69 rating. He hasn't walked anybody. He struck out 5 and he's given up a hit. And usually, based on the terrible way this game is programmed, typically, if you haven't walked anybody, the game is going to force you to give up a shit ton of hits, or vice versa, right? So in this case, he hasn't given up hits or walks. That's how you know the game is over, because it's already decided. There's no chance. The final score will be 2-0. You know. SAENZ does manage to get a hit. There's nothing we can do with Ryan. There's no way he's going to get 2 hits against a lefty in a ball game. We can't steal with SAENZ. He's incapable. SPIVEY is incapable of hitting anyone. And MADDOX is pretty much done for the year now. We'll give Guzman a 6th inning. It is the heart of the lineup. In theory, it's OLERUD, HUNDLEY, and KINKADE. That is hardly a murderer's row. And OLERUD does have a hit already today. Here's HUNDLEY. 3-0. There's nothing we could have ever done to win today. It was over before the first pitch. Some schmuck named KINKADE gets a hit. Another 2-run home run, a laser. This game is totally ruined. Absolutely ruined. All right. A terrible performance from Guzman. We have nobody that we could literally go to. I guess Tony Batts. He hasn't struck out in a while. J. Bell 0 for 3 against a left-hander. Fantastic. Fantastic gameplay. There's a walk. Does not matter. At some point, they will give us some junk runs, right? They have to make it within 3 runs so that's a save opportunity. So we'll get... this is so fucking stupid. It's so bad. You got to have a balk every game. So dumb. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Why would he balk? Why would that even happen? It wouldn't. All right. Anyway, baseball mogul. Garbage. Hot trash. We'll bring in Peralta. I wouldn't mind him pitching 2 innings. Just to give our bullpen a break. Is he capable of getting the pitcher? No. Walking the pitch. I mean, we never had a chance today. An error, great. Outfielder dropped the ball. That makes a lot of sense. Very realistic. Unearned run. Nope. Maybe another error. Fantastic. Really good. Good job, game. SAENZ has 2 of the 3 hits. Does not matter. We're going to steal just for the fuck shit of it. Why not? It does not matter. Yeah. Great. And that's how we got our run. We had to do something so stupid that the game can't even calculate for it. Let's just hit and run. Let's do all the stupid things we should not be doing. No, that time it didn't work out. Now we'll have Ryan steal. We did get to Bohanon, and he is officially tired. That is his 16th stolen base, and I believe that leads the team. If it wasn't for Higginson's speed dropping from like 82 to 78, you know, he probably would be much further ahead. There's a walk. So it actually gets to the pitcher, which is stupid because we have to pinch hit for him, and it will be an automatic double play. We only have one righty left. It's our backup catcher, and this is a double play. Oh. %. Great. Okay, Jeff Tam, one of the Oakland A's from the Moneyball era. He did get his break on the Mets. I mean, we cannot, in good conscience, let J. Bell bat versus a righty. We are actually trying to win the ball game, even though it was never going to happen. Here's T. Lee, 0-2. I mean, it didn't matter who I brought in. It would have been an automatic out. Okay. Thanks for the hot garbage, baseball mogul. We're going to bring in a pitcher. Yikes. Everybody is poop on a stick. I guess we're going to go to Felix, and then we'll go to Danny Graves. We're not going to bring in Omar Dahl in a loss. We also have to fix our defense. Lee cannot play short. All right. Oh boy. Who do we have to play short? I guess Todd Walker. Who's better at short? Walker is a 68. Spivey is a 71. So there you have it. There's James. James K. James, are you going to get in on the giveaway? If we had Thomas D. and James getting in, we would have 15. I'd add that 5th place prize. All right, let me. I'm not focusing here. So Spivey will go to short. Walker will come in and play second. I mean, none of this matters. The game is over. That's marginally worse. Hundley. I can't believe we just got beat by Bohanon. We should have scored 2 touchdowns versus the Mets. So ridiculous. Okay, this is the last chance for Pudge, right? Yeah, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. So the 15-game hitting streak coming to an end. No! Base hit the right! Good job by Pudge. Well, it's got to be 5-2, right? It's the only way they could bring in their closer. Hit and run. Rodriguez will make it to second, and then Williams will drive him in. Nope. In fact, he pulls it to third like a chump. And Todd Walker gives us the second run. So, I mean, it was always going to happen that way. And that'll be the final score of the ball game. Oh, they brought in John Franco. Yeah, for the save. That makes sense. Great job, Baseball Mogul. You really figured it out. Sorry, Felix. You're going to pitch another inning. He could give up a run or two. Those second innings of work are usually getting blowed up. And Franco will not bat, so he will not get the save. It is Jesus Azuhe. I think is how you pronounce it. Well, when it didn't matter, is Greg McMichael their closer? No, he is not. He is 4 for 4 in save opportunities. All right. Felix coming out. We've only got Bobby, who should have had the day off today. So you might have. Sometimes when you pinch hit with a tired player, he'll be tired again tomorrow, and that will suck. But we don't have a choice. Oh yeah, automatic out. All right. Well, this is stupid as shit. But Travis Lee, 1 for 1 in his career versus McMichael with one swing of the bat could tie it up. Or it's more likely to be a double play to end the ball game. There we go. Final score 5-2. Oh my God. An error on the pitcher. What the fuck is going on? Oh, Pudge gets another shot. All right, come on, Pudge. I think we got to let him swing, right? Because if this is happening for any reason at all, it's for him to hit a 3-run home run to win the game. So I think we owe it to Pudge to let him take a cut. 0-1. Oh, that's not going to get it done. And what about Dmitri Hook? He is overdue. If you look at his log, 235 in the last 20 games. How many games has he had? He's had 21, including today since we traded for him. 1-2. Yep. Okay. Final score is 5-3. A game that was never in doubt from the very first pitch. And we're 6.5 back now. There's the American League. There's the National League. Headline news. Brainiac baseball delivery. Montreal beats Florida. Thanks to Melvin Bunch. Transactions. Raul Ibanez. 23 days to a sprained thumb. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and/or subscribe to the channel, please. I did create 2 new playlists that involve my previous sports card box and pack openings. And one is for hanger boxes, and one is for blaster boxes. And I did that because in the early days, I made these playlists. You can find them on the playlist page. I did this because in the early days of this channel, I made these videos, but they didn't have any playlists to go into, and they didn't get a lot of views, but they're great. Some of them are really, really fantastic. And so I wanted to have a second chance at some of them finding some interest out there. So if you are bored and you need other entertainment, check out those playlists. It just says for hanger boxes only, for blaster boxes only. Those are the 2 new playlists, if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah. Geraldo Guzman, he is into losing. He gave up 3 home runs because he had to. And Brian Bohanon gets the win. So stupid. Greg McMichael gets his 5th save. All right. We'll be back tomorrow. Hey, it's game 117 tomorrow. Only 3 more days to get in on the giveaway. Do it.